How's it going, everybody? My name's Kid Sisyphus. This account here is KidKourend. Most people just call me Kid. You can find me in game at After Dark CC. Be sure to pop by and say hey. We host different events all the time. It's a lot of fun. A few things I wanted to touch on before I get started with the content. Some of the audio got scuffed during filming, and I didn't realize until now during the editing process. So it'll just jump back and forth between some live recordings and some pre-recordings. Hopefully I'll figure out this issue in future episodes, and it won't keep being a problem. I actually started doing progress on this account before having talks with a mate who, convinced me into making this a series and doing something with it. So I'll chuck a quick montage up of just all the games I made before I went, let's start filming this. Let's see what I can do with it. It wasn't anything crazy. A little bit of wood cutting, a little bit of fire making. Just pre-Wintertodt games, all that. Just Road to Wintertodt stuff. And this episode here is mainly just me walking around, getting ready for Wintertodt, and just thinking about what I want to do with the account, what goals I could have, what I could accomplish. What's the point of it? So, if you're not too interested, you can just skip straight to episode 1. That's where the content's going to mainly take off. That's going to be the core show. This here is just me kind of walking around thinking about what it's going to be, talking a bit out loud type thing. So, if you're interested, hang around. If not, I'll see you in the next episode. Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is an attempted intro for a series I want to do because of an idea I had talking with a friend. I initially really took to, well, first of all, you've got Tedious's series, Landlocked? Fuck, I haven't watched it in a while, but that show. And then Twisted League kind of came together for the idea of this account right here, and this is KidKourend. Now the first thing you're thinking is, what the fuck? There's no Iron Man symbol. This isn't even an Iron Man. Now before you even click off, hear me out. So, I don't have the time to fuck around with any of that Iron Man shit. I just don't have it in me. Kudos to any of you that do. That's sick. But for me, nah. I like being able to trade too much. I like being able to throw GP around if I can. So with this account, I'm allowed to do that. But mainly the plan is to make it to Chambers of Xeric without leaving Kourend. Well, I am allowed to leave Kourend, but there's a catch. So I'm a main. That's the first thing. I'm not an Iron Man. So I can trade with other players. I can buy myself a blowpipe. I bought this iron axe here. And I bought this scimitar and this pickaxe. All this other shit I just got from fucking loot in Wintertodt. In between, people came out of games, I'd pick up their loot. I trained 50 fire making in Zaya over by Hosidius. And then with the logs, I came here and did the fire making here and just looted the whole time. And I'm pretty happy with how much I've collected in the process. So I'm currently, So I'm currently on my, F. I'm so used to just dismissing them. I could have used that fucking sapphire. Anyway, I'm on my way to try get warm clothes to start the Wintertodt grind. And my goal is to make, so now I'll explain what the plan is for leaving Kourend. So the idea is, it's going to cost me 1 mil an hour. Like, that's the fee for leaving the island. So for every hour I spend off of Zaya, it'll cost me 1 mil, which I have to pay up front. There's no no ticking up, no IOUs. So my plan is to earn 1 mil, so I can unlock Herblore and runecrafting. Because I didn't do anything when I started this account. I finished Tutorial Island and I walked straight here. Haven't done a quest. I've started Client of Kourend. In the bank I've got this enchanted scroll from that. That's about it. I got here and I did the fire making, the wood cutting, and then I did the fire making. I got a genie lamp, and I chucked that genie lamp in Slayer, because Slayer is not going to be fun. I'm either going to be having to pay the 1 mil an hour to leave the island to do Slayer, or I guess I just get fucking super lucky with Kona, and she just never makes me leave the island, which I really doubt. agility? I think I'm waiting. I think I have to wait until the, shit, how do I get a spade in Zaya? Okay, so now I'm on my way to Hesidius to buy that spade. But anyway, as I was saying, I think I have to wait until the Shazian rework to do agility. Again, unless I'm paying the fee to leave the island to train that skill. Which I might have to do to train it to level 5 anyway, if I don't want to be using lamps. Because the proposed Shazian course was what? The first course is level 5, and then it was at level 40 you unlock the alternate route. And then I don't know if at level 60 is the, is it level 60? Yeah, level 60. Is that gonna be better XP an hour than the Shazian course? Anyway, I'm gonna get the Clue Hunter's Garb, a Staff of Fire. I don't know what else I can get, to be honest. I'll have to look into that. So it looks like one of the only other warm items that is going to be available to me early is going to be the Fire Tiara, so I'm probably going to have to buy that off other players. In order to buy things, I've pretty much just stood around at Wintertodt, spamming over and over again, looking like a bot. And like, oh, buy an iron scimitar, 100 GP, 1k, this, that, until someone finally does it. Same with the axe and the pickaxe. So that's going to be fun in future. But if you do want to trade, if you do enjoy the series and end up wanting to trade something with me, you can join After Dark CC here. I'll usually be in here. Join us on Discord if you want. Shoot me a message. I'll probably post a list of certain things I'm looking for at what times, what I want to buy, what I need to trade. Maybe things that I'm selling if I've been doing some skilling and I'm trying to make some money or something like that. But otherwise, for now, it's just haggling with players at Wintertodt and eventually Chambers too. That's where I'm going to go when it comes to upgrading gear. I'm going to get money and go stand around at Chambers. So I dug up the Clue Hunter's Garb. Now I'm going to go grab the Fire Staff of Fire. But anyway, when it comes to trading, it's going to be a lot like Chemistry's, one of Chemistry's new series, where he has an account where he's at the mercy of his community. They offer to make him trades and he has to accept the trade, basically. And it can be a scam or it could be a really good deal, and he has to basically just use that to progress his account. And I guess it's kind of going to work in a similar way. So I can't shop from this one. So I guess it's going to work in a similar way in that when it comes to buying out items or it comes to buying supplies, I need to level my account. Where's that other shop down there? It's going to be all up to you guys. You know, if I'm buying a blowpipe, you guys could turn around and be like, oh, 6 mil, 7 mil. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and someone will offer me one for cheap. Same with other items. It's going to be all up to you guys. So let's see if I can get this Staff of Fire. Nope, no Staff of Fire for me. What do they sell at the general store here? It kind of makes sense. I remember back in Twisted Leagues, one of the first things we all did was fucking go and start pushing those plows, so makes sense. First thing you have to do is get Hosidius Favor. So I've got my hat and my Clue Hunter's Garb. On my way to Hosidius, I guess I'm going to start pushing that plow. So some of you might be wondering, and if you have any other questions about the account, feel free to ask in the comments below. Ask on Discord or jump in clan in game and shoot me in there if you want. What's the point of this account if it's not an Iron Man and I can leave the island? Like, why does it exist? So I kind of think of it like an alternate version of RuneScape, right? Like, instead of starting on the mainland, I've started in Zaya. You know, I can go to the mainland, it still exists, but there's like a big barrier for me to do that. Like, there's a barrier for entry. I can't just go there whenever I want and do all the content. I can access it for key items, crucial items, some quests, unlocking skills, and that type of stuff. But other than that, it's all Zaya. I'm not gonna go to you know, you're not going to go pay the fee to go to the mainland to train a skill that I could just essentially train here in, you know, using an alternate method. If it's a skill that's like effectively impossible to train, because there are a couple to a certain extent. You know, you can, once you get to a point, you can train them here. But if, you know, I got to do what I got to do. So that's how it's gonna work. Other goals I'm thinking of the account, you know, outside of just get to Chambers of Xeric, do Chambers of Xeric. But, you know, Chambers of Xeric isn't really that hard, especially with the fact that I'm going to be able to access other items. Oh, need to go a hello, of course. So, a few goals I've got for the account. I'd like to get a skill total, 1750, 2k. I don't know, I'm undecided. One of them would be nice. Cool, he's got hammers. That's nice. Yeah, combat level. I'll probably end up getting like, you know, I'm trying to do Chambers, so I'm gonna want a decent enough combat level anyway. So 110, 115, 120. God knows. And then quests. I'm gonna want to do all this air quests. Of course, I'll do this the Kevos achievement diary. And then of course I'm going to be doing a couple of other quests. You know, Demon Slayer, that line for Arclight, Animal Magnetism, whatnot. So now I'm prepared and pushing this plow. It's a long way to go. But I get crafting XP. So. Oh yeah, I forgot you get farming XP from doing this. That. 2 for 1. And this will be the crafting level. Easy. This game is easy. And that's unfortunately where my mic stopped working. But we got 2 farming, 3 crafting, we got 5% Hosidius favor, bought ourselves some compost and headed to the saltpeter mine. Cheeky face tanked this skeleton on the way past, and dug for about 15 minutes until I realized I was getting the wrong favor and walked away. But instead of heading to Arceus, I went straight to Wintertodt, to try buy warm items off other players instead. I got a fire staff off this guy for 10k, then he got the pet. While I was looting the floor like a peasant, this guy must have felt bad for me, so he came and gave me another staff and a tiara. I was about to head into Wintertodt when I remembered that you also need food for Wintertodt. I didn't want to nag these same dudes at the bank, so I asked if anyone in clan could help out, but after a few minutes of no replies, I sucked it up and asked at the bank again. Now this big dick dude comes in and tries to offer me like 4 million wines or some shit, and I'm thinking that this dude must secretly be Jesus to generate so much wine. But after a bit of swindling, I managed to reason him down to only giving me 1,000 wines on the house. And I was about to head into Wintertodt when I remembered I hadn't bought a house, so I trekked it all the way to Hosidius and bought myself a house from this fried unit. And with that, I was finally ready for Wintertodt. Alright, that's 10kc at Wintertodt done. Let's see if we have any luck on those first crates. Maybe we'll get some more warm pieces. Maybe we'll get the pet heaps early, hey. Maybe we'll get a Tome of Fire. Who knows? Let's see what we get. Okay, there's some decent loot in there. Let's have a look. 28k, easy, making moves. Hell yeah, I'll probably punch out maybe 100 Wintertodt KC, stack up some cash, and then move on, try and unlock some other money makers in the region. This will just get me some starter supplies that I can train skills with to make money, and then make money out of these supplies from there. So we'll see how we go, hey? Wish me luck.